Well, we're home. And that's what I'm dealing with right now. I don't even want to look at it, to be honest. It's making me quite upset. I moved home like a week or so ago, but then I went straight to the beach, and so now I'm back and have a lot to unpack, to say the least. But I doing that day by day, doing that slowly. We're relaxing. It's summer. Just getting tan, hanging out. This can wait. Sure, it's ugly. Sure, it's gross. But it's fine. It's all good. So we're home for 3 months. Well, 2 months, kind of. Having a grand old time with the rents. Something people don't talk about being a college student is having to move home for the summer and then having to deal with your parents and your siblings and being stuck in a house again and having to ask permission to leave the house and not being able to, also going from a city school to the suburbs. Can't walk everywhere. You can't walk. It's horrible. I hate it here. But also, it's summer. And that's fun. Anyway, I have to go, because I'm looking so blonde recently. Looking tan. I got a nice little tan going on. And yeah, life's crazy. I can't tell if this is not focused or I'm just blind or both. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat dinner, but I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, let's pause this. Hi friends. I have no idea if this is focused. Hi. Been a while. So summer's almost over for me, kind of. I have like 23 more days, because my school starts a little bit later than most schools. So, I have just been living my life. I've been working, making some money for school. And I've also been just kind of trying to work on myself as a person in general. Not that there's anything wrong with me per se, but I think everyone can use some self-growth and acceptance and love. Always. I think people are always supposed to keep growing no matter what age or where you are. If you're good mentally or bad mentally, you're always growing, and that's the beauty of life. And I've been going through some sort of existential crisis where I realized that I need to live more in the moment. My phone is currently off. It's been off literally all day because I don't feel like it's helping me in any sort of way to be so connected to my phone. I don't think it's a good thing for anyone, no matter what generation you're in. And the one that I'm in is addicted to their phones, and it's so unhealthy. And I used to do this a lot in school when I would get so mentally drained that I literally would just turn off my phone for the entire day, and then people would be like, "Why are you ignoring me?" And I'm like, "I'm not, I cannot." So this is a normal thing for me, but I haven't really done it all summer because I love my phone. I do. It's so upsetting that I do, but I do. But I realized that I do things, I never do things for myself. I always find myself posting on my story or on whatever, just kind of to like to show people like what I'm doing. And I realize that's not really living for myself at all. That's living to show other people what I'm doing or what I'm thinking or whatever. And you know, scrolling on TikTok or Instagram or any sort of social media is not only toxic, but it's also pointless. And when it comes to the point where it's mentally draining you or making you feel sad, like, just give it up. Like, there's nothing good about it. So that's what I'm going through today. It's currently 2 p.m. My phone has been off since 10:10 this morning. I also turned it off yesterday, but then I needed to go to sleep and I needed to scroll on my phone because that's my normal routine. Also, sorry for my voice. I'm like sick or something. I don't really know what's going on. Maybe I just talk a lot. My voice is exhausted. So let me show you what I've been doing today. So follow me. Also, I got my hair done yesterday. Got a little blonder, so that's good. So, anyway. I also have been getting a lot of tarot card readings on my TikTok For You page that some of them, you know, some of them can be helpful. Oh my god, my hair is in my necklace. Ow. Oh my god. Anyway, so these tarot card readings. Okay, where do I put you? Can they be helpful? Yes. They can be a good way to guide your day or anything. I don't know. They can be good and helpful, but it came to the point where I was like getting really upset at them, being like, well, that's not how I want my life to go. Anyway, so I started getting really upset and like they started like controlling my brain a little too much, to the point where I was like getting upset if like things that my tarot card reading on TikTok didn't go as planned. I would be like, what the fuck, like TikTok said it would do that. What? Anyway, but I started reading my own tarot cards because that way I feel more in control and I feel like it's more actually for me, because I do believe in that stuff to an extent. So I've had my own tarot cards for years, and so I just kind of like dug them out. And oh my god, my voice is exhausted from speaking. So this morning my tarot card reading that I did for myself was kind of saying that I need to harness my creativity again. And I was like, what creativity? Like, if you don't know, I'm a film major, so obviously that's a creative outlet for me, but it's also like my kind of job. Not yet, because I'm only a sophomore in college, but it's what I want to do for my job. And of course I feel inspired by it and like I want to create things, but also I'm sitting at home on my ass. I'm not doing anything. There's nothing to film. So I was like, what else can I do? So I started to paint, because I used to paint a lot when I was really sad, and my room suddenly became filled with paintings. And then I started painting at school when I was bored and I didn't have anything to do. So this is my painting. It's not done yet. This is the painting I just did. It's not great. It's my first painting that I've done in a while. But, you know, it's okay. I'll show you some other paintings I've done. So this was one of them that I did at school. That one. Most of the ones I did at school are in the basement because they're all still packed from when I was at school and I did them. So I just kind of, because they're all on my wall, so like I put it with my like decorations, but they're all in the basement. But yeah, I did a lot of painting, so I was like, you know what, tarot cards, yeah, I'll be creative today. I will not only film a video, but I will paint. So I'm doing both. Because I really do love YouTube and I do want to create more, but I have just been in such a mental drought or whatever, I don't even know if that's the right word, that I've just been like not interested in like putting anything out there, that like nothing was making me happy that I was filming. I've also been just like really busy because I work from 10 to 8 at a pool, so I can't do anything with that. And like, so I'm at the beach, but I'm not at the beach. I'm not doing anything fun. I'm fucking working, checking people into a pool for 10 hours. Like, it's not fun. So that's my day so far. I literally just went on a drive, got myself coffee and food. Then I came home and I wrote a list. My voice is literally changing as I'm speaking. So I wrote a list of things I can do to work on myself, and I'm going to share it with you because I think this will help everyone, not just me, because it's not very specific. It's just my life. So number one, of course, is take a break from my phone and social media, because you can keep your phone on, but just don't go on social media, or not as much, because it's not good. Focus on hobbies that make me happy, and I said painting, taking photos and videos. Oh God, I can't breathe. I think I'm dying. Okay. Number three is get outside. I said swim, tan, just enjoy nature, which I might do later today because it is kind of still nice outside. Number four is go on mindless drives and listen to music. This is something I do pretty much every day because my only source of happiness in this town is being able to drive away from it. So, yeah. And when I live in the city, I go on walks, so. Number five, allow myself to think, but don't get stuck on negative thoughts and ideas. Accept that they're there, but not realistic. This is something that I sort of learned recently to do by Miss Emma Chamberlain, because I've been listening to her podcast a lot. And she said, like, the thing about negative thoughts or anxiety-ridden thoughts is that they will come to your mind no matter what, but you have to understand that they are not realistic, that they're thoughts in your brain, but you can't let them control the way you think or the way you're gonna live your life because they're not really realistic. Number six is structure days but allow myself to just live in the present. I have a hard time because I love to structure my days so that I know what I'm doing and what I need to get done so I don't feel like I'm wasting my time. Like, I love making checklists, I love making routines, schedules, everything. I fucking love that. That's why I don't love being in school, but I love school time because I get to have a schedule and I get to know what I'm doing each and every day. So this whole summer I've been doing just whatever I want, and that's been great. That has been so much fun. But there are days where I'm like, I did absolutely nothing today and I feel horrible about that. But then there's days where I'm like, wow, I did nothing today and I feel great. So it's really just, I need to learn how to like structure like parts of my day and then like the rest of the day just kind of live, you know? Number seven for me is eat food and not to worry if it's not the healthiest option, that you just need to fuel yourself. This is a struggle for me because I have struggled with food my entire life. And so sometimes I feel guilty when I give it something that's not healthy, but I'm like, but I'm feeding myself, but it's not healthy. But like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if it's fast food. As long as you're getting food in your body, that's what's important. Number 8 is take meds. Just do it. Just take your meds. And then number 9, I'm still working on my list, but number 9 for me is build up relationships with people you care about. That is very important. While I've been at home, I've been trying my hardest to build my relationship with my siblings up a little bit more because it's important. That's what's important to me, is my relationship with my siblings. My parents as well, but that's a little harder of a relationship for me personally. But if it's not hard for you, great for you. You build your relationship with your parents as much as you can, and that's great. So yeah, that's what I've been doing today. Just working on myself. I turned my phone on for like 20 minutes as I ate food just to watch Netflix. I didn't even like respond to anyone. So sorry if you think I'm ignoring you. I'm not. I'm just having a me day. So I think I might go on a drive because I'm just kind of bored. So we go on a drive, maybe take some pictures, walk around. There's this one lake that I like, or one pond. I honestly don't know what body of water it is. smaller than a lake, bigger than a pond, whatever that is. It's just one place I like to go to, and I haven't been there in a while, so maybe I should drive there. I think I'll do that. And I'll take you with me, of course. Okay, let's go. I already know that this tripod is gonna be an issue. I hate this tripod. It jiggles with every move. Anyway, so another issue in my life, I'm gonna put this away so that I'm looking at the camera for once. So as you can tell, I'm wearing my glasses, and I've had these for about a year. And so I thought it would be a good idea to check my eyes out, make sure they're all good, because I felt like my vision was getting a little, not worse per se. Oh my god, it's literally already gone. But I was like, I feel like I should be seeing more with my glasses than I am. So maybe my vision's getting worse, or maybe it's getting better, and I'm not fitting the lens anymore, or the prescription anymore. Whatever it may be. And so I was like, hey mom, like, I think I should go to the doctor's or whatever. Like, we just go to LensCrafters in the mall. But, oh my god, my fucking throat is hurting. Anyway, so I was like, you know what, like, it's been a year, it's probably about time to see what's going on. I'm gonna be honest, I don't wear my glasses a lot. I really don't. I can see fine, I can see without them, but I should wear them. Holy fucking balls, it's hot. Anyway, so I go to LensCrafters, right? And they're like, okay, so we're gonna do like the normal eye exam, make sure everything's okay. And then they're like, are you interested in doing like a more in-depth, like, let's check out the healthiness of your eyes sort of deal? My mom was like, yeah, sure, like, you know, it's just like another $60 or whatever. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. So they're doing that, John. They're doing that. And then Mr. Doctor is showing me like the pictures of my eyes, which were so creepy. Eyes really freak me out. I love, like, eyes, I believe, are like the entrance to the fucking soul. But I don't want to see all the little veins. I don't want to see up close of my optic nerve. Whatever. So, that being said, Mans is showing me up close of my optic nerve. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. And he was like, okay, so it shows that your optic nerve is a little swollen. And I'm like, cool. Yeah, sounds good. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean, Mr. Dr. Man? And he was like, well, it's just like mild, so it shouldn't really like be a problem, but you should definitely go get it checked out by either an ophthalmologist or go to the hospital, and they'll give you an MRI of your head. And I was like, that seems a little bit more than mild. So then I'm like, that doesn't sound great, but I think it's kind of funny. Which, it's not funny, but when things happen to me like that, I'm like, this is funny. This is funny because, like, of course I would come to like LensCrafters to get maybe a new prescription, and I get told that my optic nerves are what the fuck is it? Optic nerve? Whatever. It's swollen. So I don't know what that means at all, still, to this day. He did explain it to me and my mom, but was I listening? No. Did I comprehend anything he said? No. But from what I can tell, it isn't good. So, and he's like, well, that's probably why you've been having some headaches recently. And I'm like, dude, I get headaches every single fucking day. I thought that was just like a normal, like, I get headaches every day sort of thing, because that's been happening to me for years. Anyway, so my optic nerve are swollen. They're swollen. So, and he said mildly, he was like, seriously, this is nothing to worry about, but I would definitely go get this checked out. And they're gonna, you know, I'm gonna recommend you go to this ophthalmologist, and then they're probably gonna just send you to the hospital to get an MRI. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go out, tell my mom that, and she freaks the fuck out. She's bugging, and I was like, So when she starts freaking out, and she's like, I need to talk to the doctor immediately, I'm like, oh, well, maybe this isn't a fun time. Maybe this isn't a haha funny, there's something wrong with me. It's like, yeah, there's something wrong with your eyes. And I'm gonna be honest, that freaks me out, because as I said before, eyes freak me out. I don't want anything going near my eye. I don't want to see anyone else putting anything near their eyes. It really just makes me want to vomit. And so the thought of anything going near my eye is freaky. And the thought of me possibly going blind will send me into an existential crisis. And I am talking like, before this even happened, I have thought about losing my sight, and I have like sobbed myself to sleep thinking about this, because I need to be able to see. I need to. I'm a very visual person. I'm not only a visual learner, but I also fucking need to see, because guess what I want to be? A filmmaker. I have never once heard of a blind filmmaker in my entire life, and maybe that's just me not being educated, but I have never once heard of a blind filmmaker. So I kind of need to be able to see. And I'm like, I can see pretty well. Like, I take off my glasses while I'm driving. Sure, that's maybe a little dangerous, but I can see pretty well compared to like my best friend Julia. She can't see shit. Like, literally, if she doesn't have her glasses or contacts in, she's blind. She is blind. And so I'm freaking out now, because I'm like, what if I lose my sight? And so my mom is also freaking out, and so she's like setting up the appointment with the ophthalmologist, and she's like, okay, we need to go this day. I'm like, I can't go that day, I'm working. And she's like, well, what's more important, your work or your eyesight? And at the time I was like, kind of my work, I kind of need money. And then so she schedules my appointment for 2 days before I'm supposed to move out and go back to school. And so she's like, I really don't think we should do that day. What if you need surgery? And I'm not even thinking about surgery in my eyeballs. I'm like, no ma'am, I'm not getting surgery in my eyeballs, because I was like, this is mild swelling. So of course, being a fucking hypochondriac, the hypochondriac that I am, I start freaking out. And of course, never do this, I look up optic nerve swelling on Google, and guess what I find? Tumor, hemorrhaging in the brain swelling. And so now I'm freaking out, thinking that my brain is swelling and I have a tumor in my brain, because that has always been on the front of my brain, is that I have some sort of like tumor or terminal illness that I just don't know about, and I find out like 2 months before I die. And this is pretty much all just my majorly messed up brain thinking, because I have issues. So that's what's been going on in my brain recently, and that's one of the reasons why I have just decided to turn off everything in my life, because I don't need to have access to my phone to be like, what will happen if my brain swells? What happens if I need brain surgery? And I've watched Grey's Anatomy. I know what happens when they mess up brain surgery. I become a different person. I lose my sight. I can't speak. I develop Tourette's. Whatever the fuck happens, it's not good. And so now I'm freaking out, because I don't want to be blind. I don't want to have brain surgery. I don't want to have eye surgery. I don't want anyone going near my eyes. I have very beautiful eyes, and I am very proud of my eyes. Not that I've done anything to make them the way they are, but I have very nice eyes. And if they need like to do an eye transplant, and now one of my eyes is brown, that won't look good on me. Other people, that's amazing. That won't look good on me. I'll look weird. I don't want to be different. than how I am now. Like, I'm already different, but like, I don't want to be, so anyway, that has been in my brain for the last, like, I don't know, 5 days since I found out that I have optic nerve swelling. So if anyone has experience with this or can just tell me how to shut my brain up, please leave a comment down below, because I need to know what to do to solve my issues of my brain thinking. Also, I have no idea where I'm going. I brought my phone, I turned on my phone to put in the location of where I'm going, because it's been a while since I've been there, and I just didn't plug in my phone. I have no idea where I'm going. So that's a good time. I think I need to get over here. Yeah. So, what else? I don't know what else to do now, because that was everything that was on my brain. Well, there's plenty more in my brain, but like, it's not logical, and I don't need to like really speak it into existence. And also, I feel like this is a boring video. I have just been speaking for 20 minutes long. Anyway, I was just making sure that was recording, because that would be so upsetting if it wasn't. Update, it is a pond. It just appears to be a bigger pond than I'm used to, but on the map it says it's a pond, so I think I'm just gonna go sit and meditate near this pond and hope there's no one else here. So, bye. Hello. Oh my god, this lighting is disgusting. Okay, so how do I do this? This is horrible. I'm literally using my TV as some sort of light. So, it is now September, one sec, 14th. It is September 14th, and I move out in approximately 4 days. I move out, well, it's nighttime on the 14th. So I move out the 18th at 9 in the morning, which means I have to leave, I have to wake up and leave by like 7? To leave, no, I should leave by 8. What? Anyway, so I have pretty much, I look bald. I have pretty much everything packed. I've packed like more clothes, sweatshirts, that sort of thing. But other than that, I'm pretty much packed. I just have to put everything that's like left into like maybe 1 or 2 more boxes, pack that all in my car, and then I'm good to go. Only things I haven't packed obviously are like my bed. But this is my room right now. It's a mess. That suitcase is almost filled. Yeah, but everything else is pretty much staying here because I don't need any furniture per se at my apartment, because it's furnished, so I don't need to like bring any. So yeah, super fun, so excited, can't wait to leave and move back to the city. So excited. So I'll keep you updated on that. Okay, bye.